There are now at least 13 confirmed dead in the crash of an Amtrak train south of Chicago last night. It was a horrible accident.
Blood and debris are all over the tracks in Bourbonnais, Illinois, about 50 miles south of Chicago. It was there last night that the express bound for New Orleans plowed into a tractor trailer loaded with steel, careened off the tracks, and burst into flames.
March 15th, 1999, the southbound Amtrak 59, city of New Orleans, hits a truck into rails. Over 100 people are injured, and 11 are dead. But what could have caused this? The train was Amtrak number 59, city of New Orleans heading southbound from Chicago to New Orleans. The train was led by Amtrak 807 and Amtrak 829. Truck driver John R. Stokes is driving a flatbed truck carrying steel. Stokes approached the crossing in Bourbonnais, Illinois. The gates began to go down, and he thought he could beat the train around the gates. He approached the crossing, the gates were almost fully down, he went around, and at 9:47 p.m., it happened. Both engines derail. Cars derail, creaming into the engines. One of the engines begins to leak fuel, which then catches one of the cars on fire. Bent metal is as far as the eyes can see, cars on their sides off the tracks, rails bent. Countless people injured, and over 10 are dead. But things got quite even more spicy during the investigation. Witnesses and Stokes himself said that the gates didn't even go down until his truck was on the crossing. Stokes didn't want to hit the brakes to prevent the load from shifting off his truck and onto the tracks. And countless times before the incident, both Stokes and his trucking company, Melco Inc., were cited for several traffic violations. Stokes was sentenced to 2 years in prison for manslaughter, and on February 16, 2007, John R. Stokes died. The crossing where it happened was closed, and a statue was erected to remember those who died. And to my knowledge, both of the locomotives were scrapped after the incident.